If you do not believe that God has saved every single person ever, then you do not know the gospel. Ephesians 1, He made known to us the mystery of His will according to His good pleasure, which He purposed in Christ to be put into effect when the times reach their fulfillment. You see, when you read the Bible, you're reading about the times before they had been completely fulfilled. And when the times reached their fulfillment in 70 AD, He brought into unity all things in heaven and earth under Christ. You see, this is Paul talking after the crucifixion, but the fullness of time had not come yet. In Romans 8, we know that the whole creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to this present time. That's not talking about our day, that's talking about Paul's day in the first century. The whole creation was groaning in the first century. And not only so, but we ourselves, who have the first fruits of the Spirit, groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for our adoption to sonship, the redemption of our bodies. You see, the fullness of time had not come yet, even in Paul's day after the crucifixion and resurrection. And through Christ, God reconciled to Himself all things, whether things on earth or things in heaven, by making peace through His blood shed on the cross. Now that's the gospel. Jesus' death on the cross made all things right with God, reconciliation. But even in Paul's day, that fullness of time had not come yet. 2 Corinthians 5, that God was reconciling the world to Himself in Christ, not counting people's sins against them, and He has committed to us the message of reconciliation. If you are not preaching the effective reconciliation of God and man through the cross, then you are not preaching the gospel. It is not conditional love and conditional salvation. It's unconditional when the fullness of times had come. And that time did not come until 70 AD. And if you think God did not reconcile the world to Himself through Christ, then you're calling God a failure. Romans 11, for God has bound everyone over to disobedience, so that He may have mercy on all. You see, the way God saves is purely by His goodness and by His mercy, not by our obedience. He bound us into disobedience so that He could have mercy on all. Ephesians 2, for it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourself. It is a gift from God, not of works, lest anyone should boast. You cannot pat yourself on the back and say that you contributed to your salvation, even by saying, well, I believed and therefore I am saved. Even belief is a gift from God. For as in Adam all die, so in Christ all will be made alive.